Well, hello everybody. This is a comedy thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me, wait a minute. Our program today is sponsored by a brand new product from the makers of Depends. Actually, it's a 1-inch by 3-inch cork is what it is. Dr. Fatpacker, say hello to our wonderful audience.
Oh my goodness. Well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you here with us today. Thank you.
I had coffee in my mouth. Below me is a homeless Charlie. He's so homeless. He has no money at all. Say hello there, buddy.
Hey, hello there, buddy.
So anyway, what we do is we tell jokes. You laugh hysterically, but before we tell jokes, Dr. Fatpacker has a point of conversation for just the three of us. So the rest of you shut up. Go ahead.
My goodness. Well, okay. How about this? This is a scenario. You're in a bank. When two people enter and start a holdup. How do you think you would react to that, huh? Homeless Charlie, how do you think that you would react to that?
Well, I think the first thing I'd do is take my shirt off so they can see my Superman shirt. And that probably won't work, so I'll just lie down on the floor.
And whimper.
Perhaps that's best. How about you, comedy thief?
Okay, there's a bank, such a robbery. What would I'm in the bank. The first thing I would do is, well, the first thing I would do, I would ask the two robbers, I guess there's two of them, how much money are you going to steal? All right, now, if they say $300, I will do what Charlie did. I'll lay on the floor. If they say $30,000, I will provide the getaway car. That's what I'll do. How about you?
That was good. That was good. Well, I don't know. You know, that is such a strange thing to happen to you. You know, and I would probably just lay very still and see if they have any guns. I mean, I'm going to assume they have guns. But while they're waiting for the teller and looking at that, I'm going to slowly crawl out the bank as fast and quiet as I can.
That's probably the best reasoning and action of all of us. Let's go to jokes now. You have some bad jokes?
Oh, I still have some corny jokes here. Why is corn such a good listener?
I don't know.
Because it's all ears.
It's all ears. Get it, Charlie? Get it?
All right.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't ducks ever have spare change?
I don't know.
They only carry bills.
Yeah. Only carry bills. Oh my God, those are bad. Woo! Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
Well, this morning I had to go into town and I was beaten up by a busty woman in the elevator.
Oh my.
I was staring at her boobs.
Yes.
When she said, well, would you please press 1? And so I did. Well, I don't remember much after that.
Well, these three moles were running down a log that was hollow, horizontal. Well, the one mole is running down this log screaming, I smell pancakes, I smell pancakes.
Oh.
And the second mole, he's running down right behind him. He says, I smell pancakes, I smell pancakes. And the third mole at the very end says, I smell molasses. Get it? Terrible. Dr. Fatpacker, go for it.
Well, there's 3 sons. They left home to make their fortunes, and they all did very, very well for themselves. They got together recently and were discussing what they each had done to benefit their aging mother. When the first one says, I bought Mom a huge house in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
And then says, I bought her a Mercedes, and I hired a full-time driver for her.
Wow.
The third guy goes, I got you both beat. I bought her a miraculous parrot that can recite any Bible verse you tell it to.
Wow.
A little later, the mother sent out a thank you letter to her 3 sons, and she said, Gerald, the house you bought was too big. I only live in one room, but I have to clean the entire house. And she said to Milton, the car is useless because I don't go anywhere because I'm too old. But to Robert, she wrote, you know exactly what I like. The chicken was delicious.
I like that one. Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, I'm really a little upset because this is getting ridiculous. It's past July 4th and people are still shooting fireworks. Well, last night one almost caught my Christmas decorations on fire.
Well, there you go.
That's close, yeah.
Dangerous. Well, anyway, in Arkansas, there's a brand new law that allows a woman to breastfeed in public, okay?
All right, I'm all for that.
Now, 2 days ago, they passed another law that says that the person being breastfed must be a baby. Very important. Dr.
That they had to do that. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Your turn. Go for it.
Oh, thanks. So a murder had been committed. The police were called and to an apartment, and they find a man standing holding a 5-iron in his hands. He's looking at the lifeless body of a woman on the ground. The detective says, sir, is that your wife? He goes, yes. Says, well, did you hit her with that golf club? He goes, yes, I did. So he stifles a sob and he drops the club and put his hands on his head. The policeman goes, how many times did you hit her? He goes, I don't know, 5, 6. Put me down for a 5.
And only golfers will truly understand that. Almost Charlie.
1 over par.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you heard the news last night, but Toyota, they recalled all the 1993 Camrys due to the fact that the owners really should have bought something new by now.
Well, exactly. Well, almost Charlie, before we went on the air, you said that a relative of yours got strep throat. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. But you also said that it was so severe that it spread throughout his entire body. Well, last week I had strep throat as well, and it spread throughout my body. And I want to tell the two of you guys, if you've ever had strep ankles, it is painful. Painful, I tell you. Dr. Fatpacker.
Hard to swallow from head to foot, huh? So I retired here, for a little bit, and I walked up to this little old man rocking in a chair on his porch in the neighborhood, right? When I said, I couldn't help noticing how happy you look. And I said, what's your secret for a long, happy life? And the old man goes, I smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I also drink a case of whiskey a week. I eat fatty foods and I never exercise.
Yeah.
When I said, well, that's amazing. I said, how old are you? He said, 26.
Homeless Charlie, your turn.
Well, although my new girlfriend is addicted to meth, she still is so beautiful. Those lips, those eyes, that tooth.
Wasn't that big nose?
Yes, exactly. My brother-in-law is so stupid.
How stupid is he?
I suggested, he's like 55 years old, that he, before he dies, set up a bucket list. So he did. You know what the first item on his bucket list was?
Pray tell.
Commit suicide. What a dork. Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, that's one way to get off the whole list, I suppose. But this friend of mine, was in the military. He advised new recruits on their government benefits, especially their GI insurance. So his captain noticed one day that he was having a staggeringly high success rate. So he decided he better go in and listen on one of his sales pitches. So my friend told the recruits, he goes, look, if you have GI insurance and go into battle and are killed, the government has to pay $200,000 to your beneficiaries. Now, if you don't have GI insurance and go into battle and get killed, the government only has to pay a minimum or a maximum of $6,000. And he concluded by saying, which group do you think they're going to send into battle first?
It's all a money thing, isn't it, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, Homeless Charlie, your turn.
Well, one thing I really hate is when cashiers feel the need to check if my money is real. You know how they look up at it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I could counterfeit money, I wouldn't be at the dollar store.
Good point.
With bills that are 4 inches by 9.
I had those little pens.
That's another story. In Chicago,
Oh,
it was all over the news. There's a fellow there that actually he's a lookalike, looks just like Hannibal Lecter, right?
oh.
But what you don't know is he got together some of his closest friends, and he said, I just want all of you to know that from this day forward, I'm going to be caring, empathetic. I'm going to show compassion. I'm going to be respectful to everybody. And after dinner, he ate them, is what he did. He ate them.
Oh my God.
Ate them all. Dr. Fatpacker, your last one.
Oh, okay. Well, a politician on an election tour stopped at the small village, right?
Yep.
And he asked what problems the village faces. And a villager said to him, they don't have a doctor here. Well, the politician pulls out his cell phone, calls a number, barks out an order, and he turns to the villager and he says, you'll have a doctor here in a couple of days. Anything else? And the villager replies, yes. We don't get cell service here either.
Oh, they don't. They don't. Almost Charlie, your last one.
Well, today, with the use and rise of self-driving vehicles, it's only a matter of time now until there's a country song where the guy's truck leaves him.
Exactly. And takes his shotgun with him.
Right.
Okay, here's a real, it's just the short one here. And folks, I'm going to talk about Bill Clinton. This is not political, okay? Not at all. All right. Next video, we'll do George Bush or somebody. But anyway, Bill Clinton's in a restaurant with Al Gore, right? And they're having lunch. They're sitting down looking at the menu, and this gorgeous waitress comes up and says, oh, Mr. President, can I help you? What would you like for lunch? And Bill Clinton said, looked her right in the eyes and said, how about a quickie? And she goes, oh, you dirty pig. She slapped him and stormed off. And Al Gore turned to Bill Clinton and says, Mr. President, I think that on the menu is pronounced quiche. Quiche. How it's pronounced. So anyway, this is the Comedy Heap saying goodbye. We're glad you were here. It's just wonderful. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. We invite a very famous person to be on our very next video. And Dr. Fatpacker, who we're going to be invited to be on our next video?
I've got a great person in mind. It's a woman when she was in the movie Wild Wild West. And recently she was the hitman's wife's bodyguard.
Oh, who is that?
Hayek.
What, did you say kayak?
No, Selma Hayek.
Oh, Selma Hayek. Not kayak. Selma, you're going to be on our very next video. You're invited. We want you to come. We won't take no for an answer. So, but unless you check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com within the next 24 hours, Selma, you're going in the trash bin. So this is the Comedy Thief saying farewell and pass it along to Dr. Fatpacker for his farewell.
Well, off theater saying, everybody, before you go, please check down below there where it says subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It only says it once, but I say it 3 times just to keep you busy. And also something new we have too, just in case you're looking for friends that like funny stuff. Write to funnyoldguys@gmail.com, and we can send you some of these business cards. And it has our little Facebook thing that, and you'd be able to pass them out to your friends, and then everybody could listen to us.
Ouch. Oh, and so thank you very much, Dr. Fatpacker. And Home Australia, I want you to say goodbye to our grand group of video people.
Goodbye to our grand group of video people. And I want to add one thing.
Yes.
Along with what Dr. Fatpacker said, not only subscribe, but share.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Good, yeah.
Everybody wave goodbye. We're out of here. Everybody wave. We're out of here. We'll see you down the road.